What does the country music genre mean to you?
I think a lot of people would off the bat say, country music is built on storytelling, and I completely agree with that. I also think that not just storytelling, but it's just, I have been using this word just real life and things that are real and that feel real to me, that feel real to you. I think it's just really off of taking experiences and trying to, as simply as possible, outline exactly what's going on from the scene you're in to, the reason why you're even singing the song or thinking about the song, the emotional context and all of that. I think country music to me is just so real, and it's all about, like recounting stories and things like that, but just really putting it into perspective for people to relate to. And a lot of other music is very relatable as well in its own way. And I think country music just really focuses on, how to relate to the human experience and how to put it into words and how to put it into song. And I think I found songwriting, because of trying to relate my human experience to something that like I could just process. And I know a lot of people process things really well through music. So it kind of called me into that direction because I could be very real with my stories and my experiences of my life and, just write them out exactly how they happened. And, people would completely understand what I was going through and hopefully relate or get something out of it.
What country music legends would you love to sing with?
So there are a lot. My list is never ending. But my top options, I would say, if I had to like 100% choose one, would be Chris Stapleton. I would die to sing with him or to write a song with him or, to just do anything, perform, stand backstage for him performing anything. I think he is a very good example of what I was talking about, with like my voice, gliding on emotions and things like that and just fitting into the song. His voice is extremely real and natural and, just very raw. And I love to use the word raw for his voice because it's just Chris. It just feels like him. Like there's nothing added to it. It's not manufactured. It's just 100% his real, emotions coming out through his voice. And he sings songs about, things that are hard and things that are happy and funny and, they all the things that come with being a human. So I just love him. On the female realm of that, of course, I would love to sing with Carrie Underwood, and I would love to sing with Caitlin Smith and to write with Caitlin Smith. That would be
What
a
artists
huge dream.
outside the country music genre would you love to collaborate with, whether it's a duet or work with in any way?
So I would definitely absolutely die to perform or to write a song with SZA. And I think that her songwriting is so inspirational because just how I was talking earlier about how I can just release my thoughts into, kind of like a poem, and then add music or add melodies that I'm hearing. She's kind of, like just stream of thought writing when she's writing her songs. And so I love singing her songs because it feels like there are breaks when she feels like she needs to take a breath and, when she needs like an emotional release and things like that. And she's just, basically just writing a letter to herself every single time. And I just really admire that. So I would love to do that. And I would really love to have a song produced by Pharrell Williams eventually one day. That would be really cool too.
What are the chances that I found the only needle in a stack of hay? There's others sitting, waiting, wishing for the moment they can take my place. I must have found a four-leaf clover.
This was my first time going and performing at CMA Fest because I've been in Nashville for 5 years next month, and I've spent a lot of time down there during CMA Fest, but, just kind of experiencing all of the off CMA Fest shows and things like that, and just kind of like the environment of what it is that weekend. But this was my first time being a part of the actual event and also my debut performing there. And I was super, super thrilled to have the opportunity to do it. And it's kind of like one of those bucket list items for me that I've just been really waiting to cross off. So now I've crossed off the debut, but now I've got a couple more accomplishments that I'd like to get to with CMA Fest and moving up stages and things like that.
Tell us about your latest music and what's coming next.
So this year in 2023, I broke my hiatus of releasing music from about almost 2 years in between my last releases. And that time was spent 100% focusing on the songwriting and the songs that felt like they just needed to be shared. So in January of 2023, I started releasing a song a month, basically, with 1 or 2 months in there spread out for other projects I'm working on. But pretty much a song a month this year. And they've all been songs that, like I said, felt really real. I'm working on a collaborative project as well with the Centennials, which is a group of my best friends and bandmates. And we're doing more soul related projects, neo soul type blues collabs. And then we've got my original music that I'm also working on. So I just released a single the week before CMA Fest called Playboy. And that was my song of the summer, fun, sing-song anthem, car windows down anthem for the summer. And I think I hadn't had one of those in a while. I just had a couple of I wouldn't say anti-love songs and love songs, because my anti-love song I released this year wasn't actually about a romantic relationship, but it can relate either way. But I was kind of releasing songs that were centered around love, and then this one is more kind of like an attitude, sassy power anthem. And coming next is, more real life experiences that I've written about. One that two of them that are coming out next, I performed at CMA Fest. And one of them I'm really excited about. I was talking to you earlier about flipping the perspective. And it's a song that I wrote about someone else, but I put the perspective in, that it was about me, so that this person can sing the song, can hear the song, and hopefully, just absorb the message through osmosis. I don't know. So I'm hoping that a lot of people start listening to these songs and either think about themselves or send it to somebody and say, hey, oh my gosh, you got to hear this, or this made me think about my friend that needs XYZ, or those kinds of things. So I'm really excited for what's coming next. Like I said, when it's your real life experience, you get extra excited about it because I lived it, and now I'm getting to tell you guys my story, and hopefully you guys relate.